Hello and welcome everyone. This is the first edition of this new series which we are starting between me and Raghunath. This is an options talk between Raghunath and me. This will be done every weekend, and once it is done, it will be uploaded to YouTube and our Insight section on the website. Basically, this series is to cover what all has happened in the options segment over the last week and what should we expect in the future next week. So that is one basic idea, and maybe we might talk about a couple of trade potential ideas for the next week. But today it's going to be a bit different because everyone is talking about how this new margin system is going to affect traders in terms of how much capital is required for whatever strategies they have been doing. So we start the session with a presentation by Raghunath on various aspects of this new margin system which NSE is going to introduce from Monday. So that is very important, and this will take more time today. But going forward, we will have different sections. So today it is going to be how the margin system is going to affect what you need to pay, how much margin will be deducted, and after that we come back to the current scenario in the market with respect to slides. So now I'm handing it over to Raghunath to start with how the margin system is going to affect. It's yours, Raghunath.
Thank you. Thank you, AP. Hello, folks. This is Raghunath. So today I will be talking about new margin framework of derivatives. It's a very exciting topic because SEBI has issued guidelines to reduce the overall margins required for the futures and options trades. So before proceeding further, this is a standard disclaimer that there is risk involved when you're dealing with futures and stocks and options trading. And then past results are no indication of future performance. And whatever trading strategies that you might use using this information is at your own risk. And none of the content shown here constitutes a recommendation. So please do your due diligence before taking any trade. So this is the margin composition of the futures and options trades that you are doing, and what were the old margins and what has changed in terms of new margins. So basically the margin is composed of 5 components, and it depends on the kind of option trade or the futures trade, but these are the 5 categories. So there was the span margin. So in the old margin it was 3 multiplied by the standard deviation and square root of 2, or the 7% of the underlying. And this is the new margin. They have increased it to 6 times the standard deviation, or 9.3% of underlying. So this is the one major change. And the next one is the exposure margin. So earlier for the indices it was 3% and for the stocks 5%. And now that has been reduced to 2% and 3.5%. So this is another major change. And then there was one big change that has happened. It was the short option margin. So whenever you sold an option, they used to charge 5% of the notional value for the indices and 7.5% for the stocks. So this component has been totally removed from the new margins. So this is a very, very big major change, and this is a major component which contributes in reducing the overall required margins in the new framework. So the additional exposure margin and spread benefit, there is no major change. So as I said, this is the increase in span margin and decrease in exposure margin, and there is a total removal of short option margin. So NSE made this slide and compared how the old margin system and new margin system will behave under different volatile conditions. So this is under low volatility conditions. The orange one is a new margin system. So as you can see, under high volatile conditions, the old margin system is very volatile. The blue color one, right, is very volatile. And the new margin system is very stable, okay, and then it reduces slowly, gradually. So this is a stable margin system, But under high volatile conditions, this will have elevated margins. As you can see comparison here, this has elevated margins. So this is the comparison that NSE has done, how they behave under high volatile conditions. So the most important part that you want to know is how it affects different option strategies or even future strategies. So if you buy a futures or sell a futures, in the old margin system, it will take around 1 lakh 8,000, and in the new margin system, it will take 1.34 lakhs. So now this will differ for different futures, like different underlyings. For Bank Nifty, it will be different. For stocks, it will be different. Okay. So if you compare this margin from the old margin to new margin, the change is it has increased. It is increased by 24%, at least for Nifty. Okay. And for the same position, futures position, if you define the risk on this long futures position, okay, by buying an at the money put. For example, in this case, we buy a at the money put 9,500. And you define the risk on your long futures position. And then suddenly your new margin will reduce to 25,000 from 1.08 lakhs to 25,000. So effective change, okay, the effective change is 77%. So there is reduction of margin by 77%. So this is a huge reduction. So if people who want to hedge their futures, or you want to put a stop loss using a long put, at the money put, then there's a huge reduction in margin. And of course, depending on the strike option that you use, then the margin might change. Okay. So here we have used the at the money put option. And that if you do short straddles, for example, you sell at the money call option and at the money put option together. In the old margin system, it would take 1,72,000. Okay. And in the new margin system, some brokerages are reporting around 1.48 lakhs. This I'm not sure. From my calculations, it looks like it could be around the same as the old system. But even if we take this value as the other brokerages are reporting, there will be change in around 14%. The reduction in of 14% if you do a short straddles. Okay. So there is no major change if you ask me. And then if you do a spread, for example, a bear call spread, where we sell at the money call option, and then buy a slightly out of the money call option. This is a bear position, right? Bear spread. In the old system, it would take around 69,000 for this particular strategy. And in the new margin system, it will take only 22,000. So there is a reduction of 68% for this particular strategy. So for different strategies, it will be different percentage change in the required margins. Okay, here we are only showing some of the main strategies. So for bear call spread, this will be around 68% change, which will be reduction. And then the iron condor, which comprises of 4 legs. And this involves selling a out of the money put and out of the money call, and then protect these out of the money put with the far out of the money put option, and protect the out of the money call option with far out of the money call option. So these are 4 legs, and in the old margin, this would take around 1.4 lakhs. Okay. And in the new margin system, this has reduced substantially to 42,000. So a substantial reduction by 70%, the margin. So huge reduction in margin for the iron condor. And I think iron fly will also have a similar reduction in the margin, or even the butterflies. And finally, the calendar spread. The calendar spread, we sell at the money put option or the call option of the current month option, and at the same time we will buy at the money put option or call option of the next month. So in that case, in the old margin system, it will take around 69,000, and in the new margin system, it takes only 25,000. So there is a reduction of 64% in the margin requirement. So as you can see, if you define your risk in your strategies, the reduction is a whopping 60 to 70%, or almost 80% in the case of futures and at the money put option. So there is a huge reduction in margins. Okay, so reduction in margins means there is a huge increase in the return on capital invested, or return on investment. So there is a huge increase in ROI. So please go and look at other different strategies, how it is affected your own strategies. Go around and look with your brokerage, check with your brokerage. And what are the pros and cons of reduced margins? And of course, there's a big advantage when there is a reduction in margins, because there is an increase in ROI, right? Return on investment. So there will be the major pro will be higher percentage return on capital invested. For example, in the iron condor example that we discussed in previous slide here, right? The max return in the new margin system is 19.8%, because the margin required is reduced compared to the old margin system, right? Compared to the old margin system, it would take around 6%, the max return. And similarly, the max loss, the percentage loss on capital invested, is also increasing, right? For example, in the iron condor example, the max loss is 15.9% in the new margin system, compared to old margin system is 4.8%. So you have both pros and cons in the terms of return on investment, as well as the maximum loss you might incur on the strategy, option strategy or the future strategy. So keep that in mind. And another aspect is that efficient capital usage. So because of the reduction in margin, now you can do more strategies, right? Instead of one strategy, you might be able to do 2 or even 3 strategies in some cases with the same amount of capital that you have. So there's efficient capital usage. So what is the cons of that? That if you are going to use the capital, for example, you have done iron condor, right? If you're going to do three positions, 3 iron condor positions instead of 1 iron condor position in the old system, so you're also increasing the risk, because your max loss in this case will be 16%. So it is times 3 times on your investment. So keep that in mind, that if you're increasing the position, then there is a danger of blowing up account. So you have both pros and cons in this case. So another pro is there's an increased options liquidity, because the more and more people will come in, more and more strategies will be placed, option trades will be placed. So there will be increased options liquidity, and because of lower margin requirement, right? More people will come in the market, And then you will have, as a result of increased options liquidity, you will have lower impact cost and lower slippages. So this is a very good aspect that we can welcome. But at the same time, there might be, okay, this is, I'm just, because I'm keeping a question mark, because we have to see whether this will be a reality or not, that there will be decrease in risk premium as more and more people move to risk defined strategies, and there might be reduction in risk premiums, so the premiums of the options might go down. And another pros is, at least for retail traders, is that there is reduction of undefined risk strategies. See, earlier what used to happen is that the risk reference strategies were, the ROI was very less. For example, iron condor or iron butterfly or butterflies, the ROI was very less. So people used to take more risk to have more reward. For example, like doing short straddles or short strangles, right? There was more risk, but there was a more reward as well. But now, because of reduction in the margin requirement, your ROI has increased. So you don't have to take high risk for the same position. You don't have to take high risk. So now there will be a tendency of people to move to more defined risk strategies. So that is a welcome thing for the retail traders. And the cons is that, as I showed you in the other slide, that there will be higher margin requirement when the volatility will go up. Because if I showed you the span in the slide, in the first slide, that the span margin has increased, right? And the span margin will increase if the volatility will increase. So for that reason, there will be high margin requirement for short option strategies under high volatility conditions. So just keep this in mind, under high volatility conditions. So this might be more important for those stock options, for example, where there is huge volatility, like stocks in Idea, Yes Bank, or such stocks. And then pros is the possibility of emergence of new and diverse option strategies. And I can think of many different strategies. For example, take the iron condor itself. Now you can do multiple adjustments because your margin requirement has reduced. So you can do multiple adjustments. You increase your position size slowly. Instead of putting 3 trades in one go, if a adjustment is required because something went against the trade, like iron condor trade, then you can do adjustments. So you will see a lot of creative option strategies emerging because of reduction in margins. So we will also talk about such strategies in our future sessions. So please watch out. And then I cannot think of any other cons. And if you have thought of any other cons of this particular reduction in margins, then please leave comments, give us feedback. Maybe we can make a point of this in our next session.
Just one question, Raghunath.
Yes.
See, what I can see from this summary is it is definitely going to be a higher ROI for whatever strategies people have been using, no doubt. At the same time, traders need to keep in mind that there is a higher chance of a blow up if you don't control your position size, right?
Yes.
So basically, what it means is, instead of just because the margin has been reduced for your strategy, instead of multiplying the number of lots which you traded from, let's say, 1 to 3, it is better to diversify and look at other strategies which will control or prevent blowing up of the account. That is what my summary is.
Yes, that is perfect summary. So for example, I'll just give the same example of iron condor. So now if you go back to my this slide, the iron condor, it takes 70% less margin, right? So instead of doing one trade, now there's a possibility of doing 3 trades for the same capital that you might have. So if you increase that position size for the same iron condor, then there might be a danger of blowing up account if the market moves in one direction and it's a very big move, because you are losing like 16% or something on one strategy. So you will be losing a high uh, amount because of increase in position size. So instead, what you can do is that you diversify your strategies. Maybe do some uncorrelated strategy like buying a long option or buying a spread, something like that. So you can do different kind of strategies instead of one strategy. You can diversify into different strategies and
Yeah.
control your risk. So that will be a better option instead of just increasing in the position size.
Yeah, and another question is the new margins which will be effective from tomorrow. On Optra, we have not yet changed the margins required, right? So you will be changing it tomorrow or today?
Yeah, most likely we'll change it by tomorrow. So by tomorrow morning, you will see new margin system in the Opstra as well.
Yeah.
So you can check all your strategies maybe today, and then you can compare it to tomorrow how it is going to change. So you will have a very good idea. If you are an existing Opstra user, you'll get a good idea what has changed from old margin system to the new margin system. So today go and check all your positions, and then tomorrow you check all your positions. Then you'll see a huge change in the new margin requirements.
Yeah.
So we have discussed all about the new margin system, and then since we have introduced this new margin system, we make use of that new margin framework, and then we go with an iron condor. This is one of the strategy that I have in mind, a iron condor, which I have already showed in the table. So we will sell a out of the money call, which is 9,800 call, and we'll protect this using a 10,000 call, and then we sell a out of the money put, and we protect it with buying a 9,000 put, and the margin required for this strategy is 42,000, and max profit possible for this strategy is 8.3 thousand, which is a ROI of 19.8%. This is the maximum ROI, and max loss is 8.7k, and which is a max loss of minus 15.9% on the margin employed. And the break evens is 9,090 on the downside and 9,910 on the upside. So stop loss is 50% of max profit. So the max profit is 8.3k. So stop loss will be 4k for 50% of that. So if you want to, if something happens to iron condor, and if you want to make some adjustments in the next week, then please go through this to this link. There is a video that I've done on how to do adjustments on iron condor. So please go through that video if there is a requirement of doing adjustments. Okay. So that is all from me. Now I will hand over to AP. He will talk about his section, his segment. So AP, please take over.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Raghunath. Can you hear me? And can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So now that the introduction, I mean the description of the new margin system is done, that took most of our time in this first session. That's why I like to run through what I had in mind for to show. So I'll just look at some straddles and strangles which can give us an idea of what Nifty is likely to do in the coming week. So let me start with the 9600 straddle monthly straddle. So this is a 9600 monthly straddle. As you can see over here, 25th June 96 call, 9600 put, and that is definitely weak right now. But here, if you see, the call is 223 and the put is 340. So this is the major, the dominant leg of this straddle is the put 340. So if this starts going down on Monday, right now this is weak. If this goes on further, in the sense, because you can see there are a lot of bottoms here near 545. So if this straddle starts trading below 545 and remains below 545, that means the put will go down, which means Nifty is likely to rise. This is my normal study, but like Raghunath said, maybe the margins, after the new margins, new strategies will be deployed. He has an expectation that options premium might come down, so this will be clear tomorrow only, once market starts after the first half an hour, because lots of big people and HNIs and institutions will start, would have already frozen what new strategies they want to do. So we'll have to keep a close eye on this. If it goes below 545, if anyone is holding a straddle, it can be just used for trailing. But then what happens to Nifty depends on how much it falls. So it's a bit too premature to talk about this scenario, because of the fact that things might be different than normal starting tomorrow. Similar thing you will see on the 9500 straddle. Like I said, but since tomorrow things might change and they might not be the same as they were earlier. So let's look at this tomorrow. Now this is the 4th June straddle of 9600. This is also clearly going down. And if you see the premium on the right hand side, script 1 is 72, script 2 is 188. So the 9600 call is 72, 9600 put is 188 naturally, because uh, at the same time this is going down and the put is dominant. So again, if this goes down further, Nifty can rise. Now if you look at the 9500 straddle of 4th June, same picture. So that's why I've taken two strike prices of weekly as well as monthly options. Now coming to this is what is the scenario on the basis of the straddle. So keep a watch on 9500, 9600 monthly below 545. That is what is going to be the key. If someone is short in it already, it's better to trail it. One good stock which I am looking at from a perspective of going long in a naked call is Reliance. If you see at the low over here on 27th May, Reliance 1520 call gave an something called, which we call it is almost an anchor column on a 3% chart, and then it was followed by another big column over here. So this is a bullish structure for this call. So as long as these lows are held, this low is about 21. So let's say 2019 to 21 is held on the Reliance 1520 call. Reliance has a chance, has more chances of going up. So this is something which you can keep in mind. If you come back to Nifty 9600 call, a naked call, this is clearly a bullish structure where there was a good anchor column at the bottom when market started rising the day before, one day before the expiry. This is the anchor column, and this is clearly a bullish structure. So this also supports the view of Nifty being bullish, and of course everyone knows that. It's just that there is a resistance at 9600 spot level, so one has to see whether that will be crossed or there might be a pullback. Same thing over here from the 9500 put. This is also clearly weak. Only thing is there is a small support here near 290. Right now it is 294. So most probably it might be taken out in the gap down, if at all, on the put. So that has to be seen. But this is put. That means this put is weak. That means Nifty is strong. So all charts point out to one thing: Nifty is bullish, no doubt about that. Only thing, something which we also study based on the point and figure features on our TradePoint software, the breadth of Nifty all sector on a 1% chart is very overbought. It is 100. It can remain overbought for a few days. I'm not saying it will come down immediately. In fact, this is what I tweeted 3 days back. That doesn't mean you should go short, but the fact that breadth is 100% means it is a bit stretched. So this 100% needs to come down to make the market more healthy to go up again. So there can be a pullback or there can be a cooling down. It doesn't necessarily mean Nifty should be crashing or anything like that. Even a small pullback of 100, 150 and maybe a good pullback in a couple of sectors in terms of, because this is all sector indices. So that is good enough to take the breadth down. So that is something which needs to be watched closely. One last chart which I have been looking at closely is a Axis Bank 380 straddle. Now again, Axis Bank has run up sharply from the 26th, 27th of May. And now this straddle is quite very attractive for me over here. If you see the price currently is 52.5, which comprises of call 26.45, put 26.05. Axis Bank also is near this strike price. So at the money straddle where call and put are same and straddle going down is the ideal case for me to look at a short straddle. So the moment it goes below this low, which is 50, this can be a good short trade in Axis Bank CAT straddle. So I had to run through all these charts quickly because we were running out of time. So that's all from my side. Over to you, Raghunath.
AP, I have just one question on your
Yeah.
Nifty straddle.
Yeah.
The question is, what will be the stop loss in this case if it breaks out about the moving average?
Yes, normally the stop losses are double top buy above the moving average. In fact, it has already given 2 double top buys on Friday, but it is yet still below the moving average. So this has to be seen whether it goes up. So only thing is, I would advise if someone is not short in it, to short only below the lows, which is below 545. And in which case the stop loss can be the moving average, which is something like 575, 580. So that is a very good risk reward. Hardly 30-40 points stop loss in a strategy is very good. So a fresh trade can be taken only below 545 in this strategy.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I will summarize the topics that we have covered. So we talked about the new margin system and how it will reduce the number of the amount of margin that will be required for different kinds of option strategies as well as a hedged future. So as long as you define your risk, there's a huge reduction in the margin required by the strategies. So and then please keep in mind that control your position size. It doesn't mean that you keep on adding more trades, but to diversify your trades and then get a good ROI on your strategies. And to summarize the AP's segment, you show different straddle charts, and if the market opens weekly, then you can short the straddle, and if the straddle chart breaks out, then you have to exit the straddle. And that is all from us now. And
Yeah.
you have if you have any feedback,
Yeah, you can show the.
sorry, yes. So if you have any feedback or any suggestions or feedback that you might have, please tweet to us at AP_Pune or Raghunath_TL. So we are on Twitter. You can tweet to us or you can message us, or you can also send your suggestions or feedback to info@defineedge.com via email. So thank you all for attending this options talk, and we will come back next weekend again. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, AP.
Yeah.